What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bulls have made a signing in relation to this upcoming season, and it's another Chicago-born talent. It seems like we signed a lot of those, ladies and gentlemen. I might have to make a video about that in the future. Regardless of that fact, today I want to talk about a brand new Chicago Bulls player, at least for the time being, and his name is Talen Horton-Tucker. Oh my goodness, a couple of years ago, I'm sure a lot of Bulls fans would have been jumping for joy if we were to have brought in a Talen Horton-Tucker. The times have changed a little bit in terms of his NBA career, in terms of where the Bulls are right now. So we're going to discuss whether or not this is the right signing to make for the Chicago Bulls. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about Talen Horton-Tucker and whether or not you believe he could do well for the Chicago Bulls, and most importantly, will he be here for the long term? The first thing I want to show you guys, ladies and gentlemen, is obviously the tweet from Shams, and it goes as follows. Free agent guard Talen Horton-Tucker has agreed to a partially guaranteed deal with the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago native returns home and will have an opportunity to make the Bulls roster, averaging 10.5 points over the last 2 seasons in Utah. So that is basically summing it up, essentially. Partially agreed deal. That is pretty interesting to me. I'm not necessarily sure what that entails, but my guess is it's going to be very similar to the Onwelu Batim type of situation, where I think he'll probably stay on for the Chicago Bulls, maybe go through training camp in the preseason, maybe he'll be able to get through to the regular season, but at any point in time, we could basically withdraw that contract and he'll no longer be a Chicago Bulls player. Maybe we don't necessarily have to buy him out, maybe we don't have to pay anything to get rid of him. I'm not sure what it means, but ultimately, he's going to be one of those players that is fighting for his spot in this Bulls team. And that's all you really need to know at this point in time. Whether or not he gets to that guaranteed status, we'll have to wait and see. And I'm looking forward to seeing him kind of take on that challenge. But he's obviously a Chicago native. We have a lot of Chicago natives on this team at the moment. From guys like Io to Bazelis to even guys like DJ Stewart that we signed for him to kind of take on his place. Javon Carter, there's a lot of Chicago talent in this team. So the one thing that you should see from Talen Horton-Tucker, since he is returning home, is hopefully a little bit more effort from his game, in my opinion. I think that's all you really should expect from him, and hopefully you'll see more along the way. But obviously, when you're playing for your hometown team, that has to give you some level of motivation to keep on trying and to keep on pushing and to work as hard as you possibly can. And that is what I'm looking forward to. But his stats aren't bad either, ladies and gentlemen. At least for a bench type of player, he averages around 10.1 points per game, 2.4 rebounds and 3.5 assists with 51 games played for the Utah Jazz last season. So you're getting a double-digit scorer at least. You're getting someone that's very good around the rim, someone that's a decent slasher, someone that is very streaky. Some games he'll go off and absolutely thrive. Other games he will go missing and he will miss a whole bunch of shots and you're wondering why he's even playing. That's the type of player that you're getting at the moment with Talen Horton-Tucker. The one thing I'd love to see improve from his game is the three-point shot. Shooting 33% from the three-point line last season. I think it's 33% on the dot, which is quite interesting. I think that has to go up another notch, in my opinion, so he can become a consistent and viable option from the three-point line each and every time he gets the ball in his hands. But look, you are getting a potential player with Talen Horton-Tucker. He's a guard, another guard as well, so a lot of people won't like the sound of that. And I think, what is he, 23 years old, ladies and gentlemen. So again, you're getting definitely a potential player. And this is a signing I don't have a problem with whatsoever. Now you might be saying, oh my goodness, it's a guard. How could you say something like that? Oh my goodness, it's another Chicago native. Why do we keep on signing people from Chicago? Look, I don't personally think we should be signing players based on where they're from. I understand that we do have a lot of Chicago native players, and look, I'm happy for all of them. I hope they thrive in their hometown team. But my kind of situation is I want players that fit a certain profile. I want young players with the potential to improve each and every season, to kind of fits in a team that is destined to go into the future. A team that can work well, that fits a timeline, essentially. And Talen Horton-Tucker is a 23-year-old guard that, in my opinion, fits in that category. So look, he'll get an opportunity. He'll get an opportunity to play. He'll get an opportunity to contribute. Will we get to see more than the 10-point per game Talen Horton-Tucker? I hope so. But in terms of whether or not he's going to be that superstar player, look, that's a long time ago. That was with the LA Lakers. That was when he first came into the league, and, you know, he was playing with a very good team, to be honest, and he just took the reins as a scorer, and he played really, really well for the LA Lakers. But I feel like we shouldn't be describing or putting the narrative out there that Talen Horton-Tucker is going to be the next superstar for the Chicago Bulls, but he could still be a very solid signing. And again, it is something to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the Bulls have done something. It's like poking them with the stick, asking them to do something. At least this is something that's worth talking about. And of course, he is a name. He is someone that people know from the Chicago Bulls and from elsewhere as well. I guess that's kind of what it's like when you play for the Lakers. People just know your name. People just understand who you are. And at least we're going to get that caliber of player. But we'll wait and see. We'll just wait and see whether or not he can contribute for the Bulls and whether or not he can actually take his game to another level. Because if he can, I'm almost certain he'll be a Chicago Bulls player next season. But if he can't bring his game to the next level, if he doesn't thrive, people have actually questioned his work ethic as well. If that doesn't improve, then you might see this be, once again, another short-term deal. But I can't complain. Signing guys like Kenny Lofton and DJ Stewart and Talen Horton-Tucker, these guys that all will have a point to prove heading into the preseason, all will have a point to prove to try and make their claim for the roster. Again, I want that competition for the places. You don't get good by having one certified starter and no one can compete for that spot. Yes, I know a lot of teams have them, but you need to have competition in your team. It needs to be healthy, good competition. Again, Kobe and Ayo is always what I go back to in that mindset. Both players fighting for the same position as a guard, but ultimately it's healthy competition because they both really appreciate each other and they work well off of each other as well. That's the type of players that I would like to see come into this Bulls team. Let's hope Talen Horton-Tucker fits into that narrative amongst the other guys that we have brought in. But again, only a select few will make it out, so we'll wait and see. It's like Hunger Games, or so what is it? Squid Games, you know? It's survival for the fittest out here. But again, let's hope they can do what needs to be done. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. I will see you in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.